My response. This is my response to the district attorney's decision. Uh, we're outraged. We're outraged. The district attorney refusing to charge the police officers, even though it's clear from the video and the autopsy, as well as the death certificate by their coroner that said homicide. They executed my son. They executed him in my mom's backyard. And it is not right. It is not right. However, the DA has shown us time and time again throughout her terms who she is and what she stands for, which is not fairness or justice. She has never charged an officer for homicide, and there's been 100+ homicides by police on civilians. My son is just the one that will break the mold because we're not going to accept that. We've been sitting for a year patiently, allowing her an opportunity to do right, and she has failed us. My son was shot 8 times in the backyard. They want to keep showing this video that I've never seen, that my son had to watch. She wants to go on a smear campaign about his character and his actions and make public things that him and his significant other were going through to justify or condone her officer's actions. Whatever he was doing or on, whatever his character is, or his actions prior to those police gunning him down is no one's business. It doesn't, that's not justification. That's not a permit to kill him. I don't care if he was a criminal, or as they say, a criminal or whatever. I don't care about, none of that matters. What matters is how those officers came with lethal force around the corner on a vandalism call after my son and gunned him down when he had nothing but a cell phone in his hand. That's what matters. And that was wrong. It was homicide, and they should be charged. I'm praying that the Attorney General will pick up where she failed. My faith in the justice system is what it has been. It's not for us. It's not for the black community. It's what they've shown us time and time again. That's about it. I feel like shame on the DA, shame on her. I know she will not sleep well at night. She can't. The video that my family has watched, they said it looks different from the first video. I don't know if there's any truth to that. I just know that it's just not right. And no justice, no peace. You know, I haven't had peace. I haven't been able to sleep. I haven't been able to eat. I haven't been able to function. And neither has any member of my family, based on the fact that Stephon was murdered. Period. So.
I'm sorry, I got here a little late. Could you just restate your name for us, please?
I am Sequette Clark.
Could you spell that, please?
SEQUETTECLARK.
Ms. Clark, how much faith do you have in the Attorney General's investigation?
I'm just hoping. I know that he came out with a report that addressed with a lot of the issues based on the video from my son, and so that being said, I believe that he was making a just, report, a just report. So I have hope in him because he did do what was unexpected. He didn't directly address my son's case. However, he did address specific actions that the police took during my son's case. So.
And when you were able to meet with the district attorney?
I met with her. She patronized me with she at first was not going to give me the decision. She told me that she had commitments to not disclose her decision until the press conference. At that point, I told her that the meeting was over. And then she explained to me, that she wanted to explain the reports that had came out because of the phone messages. And I just told her that, hey, I'm a parent. I knew my son. So he didn't withhold anything from me, so I knew what was going on in his life. And that has nothing to do with the officer's actions. what was on his cell phone with him and his baby's mother has zero to do with the actions of the police officers at the time of his homicide. They do not. She said, and her explanation to me was that, well, if we were trying this in a courtroom, we're not trying in a courtroom. So his cell phone does not apply. So his messages they don't apply. What should be under investigation and in your report is solely the actions of your officers. It's not hard. It's simple. It's just simple in my opinion. It's simple. Stop trying to justify by looking at a person's character or your assumption or judgment or opinion of him because you didn't know him. So
What
I
do you-
imagine-
Oh, go ahead.
This is not the end for you.
no, it's just the beginning. This is just the beginning.
And what do you mean by that? What
The
do you
fight
wanna
for
see?
justice has just to begin. It has not begun. We have sat and waited patiently for their response. So we have not had any fight for justice. We have not begun to fight. The fight will begin now.
And what does that fight look like?
It looks like whatever it looks like. I don't know. I can't explain it. It's inexplicable. But I know that I never get to see my son's face again. And he was 22 years young. Okay? And everyone could just stop and think about what they did at 22. You know? Everybody made mistakes. Everybody was human. Everybody partied. Everybody messed up. But 22 does not determine who you are or who you will become. And that being said, he never has that chance. He's buried in the ground. Okay? That's it. Thank you.
Could we get a few of the other people's names who are up here for photos or other things?
So something that I would like to be clarified is that while the district attorney makes statements about Stefan advancing towards their officers, let's not forget that he took 8 bullets in his back. At the end of the day, this young man's life has been taken senselessly, and though there are transparencies in place, there is no accountability. I am hopeful that there's a law that has been birthed out of Stefan's murder, which is AB 392. And I'm calling on the people of the state of California and this country to please help us get this legislative bill passed so that there will be no more Stefan Clarks.
Will there be marches today?
No, there will not.
Could we get your name, please?
Jamelia Land.
Could you please spell it?
Jamilia, last name Land, Land.
Ms. Land, I know that your family's been in contact with the DA's office, but has anyone sat down and laid out everything they consider that they talked to, when talking to the media today, they said they're going to put a lot of information online. They said they'll put up exhibits. Has anyone sat down with you all and run you through that from beginning to end, everything that happened from the way they see it?
I'm not at liberty to disclose that information at this time.
Black Lives Matter Sacramento said that they're going to be at the Sacramento Police Department this afternoon. Is the Clark family not? Is that separate from what the family is doing?
I'm not at liberty to comment.
Okay.
So can you say whether or not you all feel like there's something that you still don't know about what happened here, or do you feel like you know everything that happened?
We know enough. We know that Stefan was murdered in his grandmother's backyard, and we're going to be done with comments from that. Thank you.
Could I get a few other people's names just that were in the pictures?
Yeah, they got my name. Y'all got my name, right?